Hi, my name is Chloe Boyd, and this is my submission to graduate with honors from the front end portion of the bootcamp. Um, my project is a React Native board game finder. My husband and I play a lot of board games and are always looking for new ones, and sometimes it's hard to find ones with certain mechanics or of a certain category. So, wanted to build something that would make it a little bit easier to, search for what you want specifically. Um, so I used Redux to manage my application state. It utilized an API called Board Game Atlas to pull all of my game information. Um, for components, most of them are React Native, but I utilized some React Native elements as well as built a couple things from scratch, like my search bar. My navigation is just a stack navigation with a couple icons, just to open the search and go home, and that's about it. Um, so search bar is one way to search for games. It'll bring up anything you're looking for as far as name, category, that type of thing. And then we've got our category drop down list here. Um, the cards are all of the game information. We've got a button with Learn More, brings up a modal that shows number of players, playtime, description, and then the See Game Rules page gives you an official URL for the game where you can read rules as well as learn where to purchase the game you've chosen. So as far as challenges, my biggest challenge was definitely the API and managing state, as well as kind of understanding the flow of data. So I used Redux Toolkit to manage my application state, and then something totally new to me, which was Redux Toolkit Query to make fetching data from my API a little bit easier. So I definitely struggled with fetching specific data, exactly what I needed and how to do that. It was a pretty good sized database with basic documentation, and I've never used React Native before, so things were a little new. Um, Lots of Googling and some good documentation with Redux. I was able to slowly debug my issues and create what you see here. So what I like about my code is, that it works. If I was to start from scratch or refactor, I definitely would structure my components a bit differently and just make it easier for myself to understand the flow of data and, kind of clean things up. So, but I think overall it came out pretty good. In the future, I definitely would love to keep working on it and maybe style it a little bit better, add a little section on game information, um, to the modal that has links of where to buy, that kind of thing. So that is basically it. So thanks for viewing my project.